It's all your fault.
Always.
But hey, look, guys, we got over 300 viewers in the stream, which is awesome. Thanks for joining us today. Spending your Sunday morning or afternoon or evening, depending where you're at, with us. It's our pleasure to cast for you. At least it's my pleasure. I don't know. I can't speak for the other guys.
I'm so very happy.
Okay,
I was really
good.
paranoid about this head cold I caught over the weekend. So I was like, no, it's going to kill me, but I'm going to make it through. I might not be completely coherent, but we'll make it.
I really love Panda's Nader skin, by the way. I don't even get
Yeah.
to the Defender's spawn to look at it, but it's bright blue. It looks really nice.
It's fun, that guy.
He's on the floor just.
I'm just watching a
squirming in
Nader just
pain.
writhing around in agony.
Yeah.
In agony.
What?
Nothing. It's the trailer.
Fish must have never watched the intro video. It's a great intro video, by the way.
It is.
It's
Tells
exactly
you not to
what
be a
enemy
dick.
territory needed the whole time. Because I remember first oh, it looks like we're live. So I don't get to go to my spiel about enemy territory and Quake Wars and all that. So fine. Here we go.
So we got pdG on attack. We got v56 on the defense. This is going to be one of the closest matches in the tournament, in my honest opinion. And yeah, like the teams almost run fairly similar setups, to be honest. So I think it's almost like a mirror matchup on both skill and strategies. So let the best team come out on top today.
Interesting turret placement immediately out of Eron there. I've been really fascinated by a lot of his plays. He's just had a lot of really quick changes over to the right Merc at the right time. And it looks like he's going to be covering at least one of these generators right off the bat. Taking a quick look towards the roof, seeing if anybody on the attacking side is getting up there. Oh my god, Daffy? That's some crazy sparks going on. Just pushing right up and just nailing everybody in the face.
Yeah, I feel like we're already seeing a different level of play here. You know, the Medic Fragger combo has just stayed alive for eons on the top of this building, doing lots and lots of damage. And they still haven't planted on the objective yet, but they're sticking together as a team and making it happen. The defending team is still coming up through the escalators. Let's see if they can get into the objective. Yeah, they're able to get in there, but again, still up top. That's 3 kills in a row for the attacking team. A clean wipe. That is easy plant right there. Straight
And
down
that's what they
into
wanted.
the middle.
It really looked like they wanted that clean wipe before they even thought about planting. They were technically in position to try to rush it in at any point. And this is a map where you can actually sneak in and get a plant pretty quickly. You might not be able to keep it, but it looks like keeping it is exactly what they wanted. And I love all of these Fletcher nades on the C4 as well. And these positions are just so epic. And look at this timing. They've got the door opened just so that they could defend the C4 itself, but not allowing the defending team to really make good use of it. And there's the Fletcher nades getting a kill on the C4. So much damage coming that way. And man, he was just single-handedly just keeping everybody down. Oh no, he's finally taken down. We got that Bushwhacker on there, and finally we have it defused, but how close that was. Holy crap.
That was very close. Now, unfortunately, I do want to point something out now. I really don't know if I should be doing this, but unfortunately, the current Fletcher nades on the C4 is a bit of an exploit because you can't shoot them off.
Oh, really?
Yes. We decided not to ban it because it was fairly unknown, but it looks like players are starting to implement that now. And
it wasn't unknown. They just weren't telling you that they knew.
Yeah, but it's been in for, well, since Fletcher's been in, and we haven't actually seen it used in the cup at all, so we kind of kept it quiet because we didn't want to put a rule in there, then someone accidentally throw a nade onto it, and then get themselves banned, but I'm wondering if we're going to have to
Pixel,
look at
you
something
just opened
now.
that can of worms. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Here we go. Reddit threads are going to be popping up.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Fingers
Just
crossed
kidding,
it
it's
doesn't
going to be
become normal.
fine. I mean, yeah, it does seem like that should be addressed, and I'm sure it will be. But look at that.
What?
Kogel just pops in there all by himself. His entire team is down and out. Still able to jump in there and get the plant. There is an engineer right on the objective, so this should be disarmed in basically no time at all. But at very least, it's allowed the attacking team to get another good posture. They're back onto the roof of the building. They're in a good position to start getting the kills. There's one. There's two. And looks like a huge advantage, so it should be another easy plant here. Even though the engineer is down, there should be enough time for a slow plant here.
I was like, we're going to get it. It always feels like Skyhammer players, once they've thrown their airstrike beacon They just don't care about their lives anymore until they get that cooldown back. It was like, well,
Yeah.
I'm all used up. But now we got that trick plant on there, and
We've
yeah,
all
we've
been there,
got
Jamar.
things
We've
moving
all been
forward.
there.
Yeah, yeah. But once again, he's the only one left alive, but he's going to be taken down. There's nobody to revive him, of course, and no real opportunity to throw down some Airstrike 11 on the roof itself. So it looks like that's going to be another quick defuse. 11 minutes left on the clock here, and we're still looking at a pretty solid hold on the first objective.
Yeah, we've seen, what is it, 4 plants come out already, and each one of them being diffused. I mean, v56 are either playing for the perfect retake, or these teams are just neck and neck and just fighting till every single other player on the enemy team is down every single time.
Kogo with the
Another
plant
slow
once
plant.
again. Everybody's going to be catching
He's
up
like
to
in
him.
the ballsiest position possible too. He's not hiding at all. Plant directly in the middle of the room,
That should be a
which
good
is where
airstrike.
you actually want it. You know, newer players might not really think about this. Like the natural place to plant is behind the middle column here. But if you put it in the front, it's actually easier to defend.
Yeah, it definitely gives you better sight lines onto the from the roof, but the defuse coming out. But wow, what a brilliant grenade from Waters! Engineer's going to be gibbed as well. This looks like it could be the one.
Dang.
Yeah, the engineer did.
You were the
catch himself
chosen
in a long-
one.
It's up to Dapper, and now only Kogo once again, but there it is, and we've got enough time for the defuse. Wait, who's alive on this?
Do we? Do we?
No.
There's nobody
It's
to do a fast
close.
defuse. It's going to be a
Oh,
slow
this is-
one.
It's gonna happen. He's gonna get it, right?
No. Yes.
Oh, he got it.
Oh my
He
God.
got it. Oh,
Like a
man.
mouse.
Wow.
You know, the worst feeling in the game is getting caught on a 24-second long spawn. The second worst feeling is when your plants get confused with a millisecond left.
Yeah, I think that was the case where the attackers were like, yeah, we've finally done enough. There we go. We can just get this attack down. And watching it, it's like, ah, it's not gonna. It's going to, isn't it? Diffused. Damn.
Yeah, bummer.
Yeah, there is the reward for getting a defuse within the last second, but I think there needs to be another one for like the last 20 milliseconds, because that was certainly on there. But we have another plant.
I feel bad for pdG at this point. Like, they've had a lot of really nice plays as a team. The coordination has been there. They're getting the frags. They've gotten multiple clean wipes. But that's just the way Underground can go sometimes. This first objective is so back and forth. I feel like because this room is tricky to stay alive in, it's a very small enclosed area, so you might die at any given time. And actually seeing some smoke
Red
come
eye
into
come
play
out,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, we actually saw the drop of an engineer here because they managed to get so many slow plants, right? The planting wasn't the difficulty, so I think they decided to just get rid of that Fletcher altogether and just go for a more defensive setup so they can get the plant and then actually defend it. And it looks like it worked perfectly.
Yeah.
As soon as they made that switch, they managed to take the objective, and they've managed to actually skip this whole middle section due to the timing of the deaths as well, which means they're going to be able to stay on the top of the escalators now and not have to worry about fighting here for the next few minutes.
Well, they were already pushed so far forward, so the first fight here is going to be on the bottom of the escalator. And look at this, they've already got
Wow.
2 gibbs off, maybe 3.
pdG is steamrolling. Oh,
Yeah,
I shouldn't say steamrolling, but I mean, this
Oh,
is
we've got a
looking
concern.
really
We've got a
good.
concern, guys. There's 1 second left, and the defenders are going to spawn right in front of them.
Wow. Because the spawns hadn't moved back yet?
Yeah, so
Oh, wow.
luckily,
Crazy.
it seems like Waters missed that, but if he was actually ready and cooked up a grenade for that full spawn, there could have been a big wipe coming out. Thankfully, v56 did split up on the spawn and actually separate and managed to actually get the wipes on pdG. And yeah, so now we're back into a more traditional setup for the final objective of Underground.
Unfortunately,
And
I mean, Waters
I-
playing as that fragger, I can understand his, desire to want to get some bullets thrown out, but he was in a prime position to get a slow build on the doors, and nobody knew he was up there. He was the one guy to sneak through, but he kind of made himself known.
v56 have definitely had the confidence knocked a little bit with the amount of aggression coming out from pdG because they never decided to push forward at all on that defense just then.
Yikes.
It's a strong push straight up to the window, but Waters is the only one left alive with 10 full seconds here. He probably just wants to suicide or go out with guns blazing here.
Wow.
He wants to get
early
that thing
suicide.
closed.
Oh no, actually you're right. He decides to suicide. He could have probably built that generator straight up, but it's probably better to be with your team and not get caught on a long spawn. Dirty Bomb 101 there, folks. Ooh.
A lot of focus over the generator room right now, and unfortunately for pdG,
It's a meat grinder.
there's a lot of damage going against them, and they're just going down completely. So they're not even really able to set up either mid-map or over on the gas tunnel side. Every bit of focus is on the generator. But the generator is finally built, and we've got those doors closed. Such a critical point to have in the last objective here on Underground.
We've got Froz opening up the gas tunnel as well, who's going to be going around for a little bit of flankage. Throws out a couple of grenades. Is he able to set on this Bushwhacker, who is on a healing station, which couldn't be seen, unfortunately. Gets the plant.
Oof. You know, I'm absolutely loving the diversity in medics that we've seen so far. You know, a couple months back,
Yeah.
it was Sawbones all day, every day. Even when Sparks first came out, you still saw people just going Sawbones and, oh, I guess if I have to go Aura, I'll go Aura. But now we're seeing Sparks almost every single game. We're seeing a Sparks. We've seen Phoenix in play. We've seen Aura in play. So pretty much all the
Guys,
medics
this
are
could be
getting
it.
their own uses.
I really love Crane's position here up in the generator room. And they've had a lot of really good crossfire on the objective so far. I mean, damage has been going each way, but Crane, nobody seems to be paying too much attention to him
10
right now.
seconds.
It's Crane and Froz. But that's really all you need to cover this. I mean, Froz is on top of the escalators. He's got a beautiful position, and nobody thinks they can get anywhere near the C4. And there it goes. That's going to be pdG. Setting a pretty damn good time.
Yeah, it's a really good time, but we have seen this objective being taken in less than 3 minutes as well. So
Yeah.
I think v56 is still definitely in this. I mean, it's arguable to say that pdG maybe made a few too many mistakes on that first objective because I don't know, you don't often see a team plant it. I think it was 7 or 8 times before it actually detonates. But, so yeah, like both teams are definitely still in the running, but completing a map is completing a map, and the time set was certainly decent. But this match so far has just been tooth and nail. So much damage coming out from both teams and so much aggression. And the retake potential from v56 was impeccable, really. So I'm excited to see how this half goes. All still to play for. v56 on the attack,
Ooh.
pdG on the defense, and let's see how this plays out.
pdG rocking a red eye on defense. Interesting.
I
Froz is
really
pretty
love
crazy.
the concept of red eye. Unfortunately for streaming, it just means smoke in your eyes.
Yeah.
Because you can't see the...
Wait, did they fix it?
I
was
thought
just
they said they had, but I haven't seen it in use yet.
Yeah, they have.
Okay,
They've done it.
All right, cool.
That wasn't in the patch notes.
I certainly hope so.
Thank you, splash damage.
Because, yeah, for those of you who don't know, one of the coolest things about Red Eye is his ability not only to throw smoke, but to use his goggles to see through smoke and tag opponents, which is a very, very powerful way. I would venture to say more powerful than Vasily's heartbeat sensor.
It works.
Awesome.
And v56 is being
Froz
shut
is so
down.
dominant.
Oh my god, look at all those kills. Going to the defending side.
Oh, is this going to be like that?
Froz just stacked up 6.
Destruction.
Where did he come from?
He's just sat on the balcony now. Oh, you mean the...
Oh, the Phoenix.
I have no idea. Ah, so it's only fixed when there's no smoke in the way. There's smoke in the way, you still can't see through the smoke with
okay,
these
well.
sensors.
Oh, whatever.
That's halfway there. And now it takes 2 explosions to clear smoke, which is interesting.
In the past, it used to be damage based. You used to have to do
Yeah.
so much damage to the smoke to actually break it down, and I think it was maybe confusing a little bit too many people with, like, for instance, Nader's nades taking 4, and then
Right.
Fletcher's taking 3, and
I think this is a little bit more sensible. I like it. I'm keeping my eye on the Red Eye player. We got Froz here. And I like his position. I mean, if you can take that balcony and hold it, especially on the defending side, you can make it very
Wow.
difficult for the roof to be taken by v56 in this case.
I'm very impressed with Dafe's sparks here. When his teammates are dropping, they are right back up almost every time. Which is, it's been keeping the team going. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've seen Kogel go down only to be revived like less than a second later. Maybe half a second. Pretty good.
And once again, taking this upper balcony position. Oh, needs to get out of there, though, getting a lot of crossfire. Dafa needs to duck.
That was funny. Did you see Dapper accidentally fall off the balcony?
Yeah. I was trying not
Silly
to say it
Dapper.
was accidentally. I wanted to give him a little bit of credit, but, you know.
No,
That's what that was.
He done goofed.
This, man, pdG are looking extremely dominant. This is not what I was expecting to see. In fact, after seeing pdG on attack, I almost felt like v56 had the edge. And look at that again. 4 kills consecutively, one after the next, and then Iran gets a team kill. Luckily, there is some decent medic work going on for the attacking team, so that everyone is going down and right back up again as well. There's actually a nice opening. It's 5-on-4. Uh-oh, no. 2 nades coming in from the top and shutting that down. That was looking quite good for the attacking team, v56, but then, you know, it's Dirty Bomb. A couple nades can change everything.
I'm going to turn my Iran cam up here a little bit. I haven't seen too much action out of him, but once again, I mean, v56 has had a lot of trouble breaking down the wall that pdG has been setting up, but Iran's going to be the one, hopefully, to get in here and get the plant. Bushwhacker on the attacking side and underground. I mean, it's very cool once you actually get the plant down and you can use the turret to kind of cover either the roof or the inside of the room,
Ooh.
but getting there
Anger.
ends up being the harder part. Holy crap, Anger with the
Anger.
triple nade. Everybody's shut down. This is going to be a free plant and a free setup here for Iran.
All right, there you go. The turret is in place just to be that 6th player, that little annoying pesky turret. You know, it does engage the aim kick, so the turrets are actually a really big deal. You have to focus on taking them down.
And they
it
hurt
looks like
like a
Kogo will be
bitch.
able to. That too. Yeah, that too. So the plant is down and ticking away, and the defending team is down and out. Kogel's the only one alive. Can't do it himself. One more chance though, with 20 seconds left on the timer. Still a chance to pop in here, but Froz, the engineer, is coming in first. Don't die, Froz. You're the one the team needs to survive. Too late for that.
There we go. See, that was
Everybody's still
brilliant
in
play from v56. Actually setting a better time than we saw pdG. We saw pdG with that really strong lockdown, which was soon broken. As soon as they got past that red eye and was managing to actually get a little bit closer, that range gap was closed and the red eye became less effective, and v56 taking the first objective on the first real attempt, or the first real promising attempt, and it's looking good for them right now.
One take at the elevator, so they will be flanking, and the flank is good. The medic is down. But starting over again here. Man, Iran is the guy that we called out in the last series multiple times as being the flanker. Always flanker, always sneaky. Looks like that's happening again here. Iran all by himself, just playing quiet and trying to do the flanks. No dice, though, in the one-on-one. Froz does come out on top, actually with the red eye.
Still 4.5 minutes left in this match, which is plenty of time for v56 to be able to get that final objective completed. Right now, still fighting over this elevator section and this escalator section. We're seeing Waters getting fairly aggressive, manages to take out Anger as well.
This is an
That's
excellent
free
spot,
of the,
actually, to be playing Red Eye for Froz. You get quite a lot of damage output from this rifle, and definitely able to call out players as well. I mean, that's exactly what shut down Iran's push there. It's kind of funny watching Froz jump around there. It's definitely a UC Ivan sort of moment. Man, holy crap, he's actually taking a lot of players down. I mean, between him on Red Eye and who we have on Sparks, it's Dape on Sparks. They were able to get a lot of long-range damage off. Finally getting a little bit of action here towards the generator room, but it's been shut down completely.
Look at Iran again. Just sneaky, just quiet. This is the type of play that you really need in a Dirty Bomb. Oh, asking for a pause.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
We'll see what that's going to be all about. But it has to be said, I've actually been watching pdG for a while now, and they are a really strong team. Every single player in that team has got an awful lot of potential, and they're actually showing their strength constantly in every single match. However, I do feel like a lot of the strategies from pdG right now do rely fairly heavily on both Defa and Froz. They're definitely a very long-range team. Whenever you're playing versus pdG, you never feel like you're actually on an equal footing by the time you actually get into fighting range. It feels like half your team are like on half HP, and I think the trick to actually being able to take down pdG is just closing that gap as much as physically possible. Even if it's just running in, lemming play, using the sparks of your own, maybe counter-sniping. But in general, I think the best tactic you can use versus Froz is not be afraid of his red eye. You need to just use that insight yourself with whatever merc you've got and just keep getting damage down on him and make him be the one that has to move out of the way. Trying to ignore him while you're just going about your daily business just doesn't work. And I think v56 did manage to clock onto that towards the end, started fighting back, and yeah, fingers crossed his pause isn't all too bad.
It doesn't look like anybody's dropped, so it's not quite that drastic.
So ready.
All right,
Cool,
we're
cool.
jumping back into it. All right. Oh, it's been a very close and contentious match. Only 3 minutes and 30 seconds remains. That is plenty of time, though. Again, as just a reminder for maybe the newer players out there, it does take 50 seconds for the plant to explode, so they only have about 2.5 minutes left to get that plant down. And the team coordination on pdG has just been great. I did call out Dafe earlier as a very strong Sparks, but actually Dafe overextending, going down, and that's a couple of kills going straight to the attacking team, so this is the exact time that they needed to push in, and they're making it happen. The spawn wave is coming in, though. There maybe is not enough time. There should be enough time for the engineer to get a plant down just barely, and he has planted it in the position where a sniper can peek through from the escalator. Let's see if someone switches over to sniper. Maybe it'll just be the red eye, actually.
And actually, last time we saw Iran be the one to get both the plant and the switch over to Vasily. They're in a pretty good position here, though. I mean, Iran really hasn't been found. There's the spawn wave coming up right now. He's still got his Keck loaded and ready to go. I don't know if anybody has a really good angle on the bomb itself, but Iran taking a lot of flak damage there.
Oh,
He's trying to circle back around
beginning.
and keep it close in so he can get in on the
There's
shot.
the
But
snipe.
there it is. But no, this Kira, where's it coming from? It's Chillax actually
came
switching
out,
over to
though.
Kira. Oh, too late, too late.
Just barely too late. So the Kira laser, excuse me, they decided to go with the Kira laser instead of the snipe, but that laser just came in a millisecond, or maybe a second or two too
Kira needs
late.
to take some lessons from Artie. Get those reaction time buffs. Lol patch note jokes.
I mean, honestly, I love Artie right now.
Oh, yeah.
When I'm pubbing, Artie with BR16, that is my shit. I love
The
it.
BR16 is a lot of fun to play a lot of the time. Can be a bit frustrating at very long range when you feel like you're missing when you're hitting, but in close range and medium range and long range when you're taking your time, it's just such a strong weapon. Oh, this attack though, there's still all 5 players up, they're pushing in towards the side. Anger does get taken down, Nade comes in. Pogo's gonna go for the flank, is he gonna be able to pull this off?
Oh, only 30 seconds or 25 seconds remain. You have to get that plant basically right now. It's got to be this push.
Oh wow,
This
Iran's
one
still alive
right
though.
Here. Iran, the engineer, still
he's
alive,
got
he can make
Sparks
it
on him.
happen.
Oh no, here comes Grind, and there's the Gib. It's Sparks and Iran down.
And there we go.
And that'll
There's
be their
no
last chance.
physically enough time, so it is gonna be pdG that takes his first map.
Wow.
They were holed
Really
up in
good
that
stuff,
corner
though.
for a good 20 seconds. They were just fighting everything they had.
It was Daffer on Sparks, which just kept everybody alive
Yeah.
on the defending team so long, and actually managed to actually seal the victory for pdG there.
Fantastic Sparks work, but a little bit too little too late, and we had one solid push. And again, that Kira was just a second too late.
Oh, v56 saying that there may have been a little bit of bug. It said that he selected Vasily, but it was showing Bushwhacker.
Huh.
Sounds like human error to me. But
Yeah.
Really good
Pepcack.
possibility.
I
Pep
could be
Jack, yeah.
wrong. What do I know?
Oh, they believe, though. They got a plant anyway.
Just goes to show you this was about as even as it gets in competitive Dirty Bomb.
Yeah.
Really fun stuff to watch. Congrats to pdG, who, judging by Bitey in chat right now, it seems like this is a big upset. What do you think, Pixel?
I don't know. I think it's around where we expect it to be. I mean, there's still another map. It is a best of 3.
Oh yeah, right. I
So
forgot.
it's not a massive upset right now. I was kind of thinking pdG was going to take it, to be honest, but I knew it was going to be close, and this was as close as it could get. I don't think you could physically get any closer. That was a brilliant match to watch. Bit of a hard match to cast because on underground things get very hectic very quickly. But if they can actually keep a match which is this close on the next map, I don't care if it's an upset or not, because it's going to be a brilliant match.
All right, looks like we're going over to Terminal. First time we're seeing Terminal today.
I love
We haven't seen Train Yard yet.
Love Terminal.
That might be the unpopular opinion.
That's okay. I like Brink, so I'm the master of loving the unlovable. There, I got a little bit of more mileage out of that.
I was gonna say it.
Yeah, Jahar, you know Rich is in chat, right?
Oh, I know.
Every time you say that, he must just be like, ugh.
We're just sharing each other's pain, that's all.
Yes, share the burden.
Exactly. All right, guys, we got v56 and pdG Part 2 coming up. pdG taking map 1. Going over to Terminal. Gonna be blowing up some walls. Cause screw walls, right?
Yeah, busting them down.
I do like how somebody did finally find a way to like jump up on the wall, but there's actually like a clip brush, or actually you can't blow up the containers until the wall's blown up. It's actually sequential now. So no more of those old Oasis shenanigans, which were so amazing.
I think we were just actually waiting for Panda to get back into the game. I don't know if he disconnected.
All right. So we're going to have v56 on the attack here. First off, it looks like. All right. It's been interesting watching Terminal just because it's been, of course, the map that has changed the least physically over time, but I think it's also changed at least in terms of how it responds to new mercs and new sort of metas. We've seen a few places where Rhino kind of has some use, but nowhere near as much as what we would say in like Bridge or something like that. Same thing goes for Kira. Now, Red Eye, on the other hand, I think Red Eye is so fantastic playing on either side of this first objective. Those balconies are just so juicy and such like buffets for Red Eye. So we're gonna have to see if he comes out at all. Oh yeah, looks like
Froz
is gonna be on it.
Yeah. Red Eye.
You're going to see a lot of Froz Red Eye. It's his new jazz.
Cool.
He's actually going straight back up onto the top balconies like we used to see when people used to jump up and do the little exploit right onto the. I believe they call it horseshoe now.
Juicy position. Spotting, guys. Now we can't see, who's spotting, but it's so handy and it's such a joy seeing those spot markers come in from across the map. Oh, but they know he's up there, and they're going to take him down pretty quickly. So he's going to be smoked and toasted. We've only got 2 players left alive on v56, though. We got Wrath trying to pull everybody up, but we've got one pesky Aura taking the health from her station to take just about everybody down. And we got Panda left alive still, but not for long. Oh, is that a long spawn for Panda? Oh, no. It is.
That was so unlucky.
Yeah.
Well, I say he was unlucky.
At least he took out the Aura station.
All right, yeah. Martyr the hell out of that.
Well, that was really a good play by Crane, though. We actually watched him iron sight up and wait until that timer ticked over before going for the kill as well, so very good play from him. Just the traditional kind of posturing right now where we've got players from all angles just going for picks, and unfortunately Raph does get picked out first, which is going to leave pdG on a bit of an advantage for at least another 10 seconds.
And that Aura station continues to survive. That's even a position I don't even think I've seen that exact position before.
On the corner by the staircase?
Even
yeah.
further back, just slightly further back, even more protected.
A little bit more protected from oncoming grenades, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We saw Froz get taken down again. Like, Froz is, Nolan plays his position really strongly, but he's getting taken down a few too many times. He does manage to get 1 kill, though. Is he going to be able to get any more?
Oh, but all this attention on Froz and the balconies leaves luggage a little bit open. But no, that Bushwhacker is going to be gibbed. Eron's not going to be getting anywhere near it this time, leaving Chillax in a bit of an awkward position. he catches a really long spawn, and not having Sawbones for that amount of time is just going to be absolutely brutal against v56. So they're going to spend this spawn maybe paying a lot of attention to the balcony, maybe not going for a wall push right now, but just trying to take the hotel room down.
Uh-oh, Anger doesn't want to get caught on a long spawn here. Does decide to just run back to his teammates. Well, that works. That's fine. Grab some ammo in the meantime.
See, the one weakness of having Froz on this horseshoe at the top is that Red Eye actually has got very limited ammo, so he's not able to sustain that position for all that long.
Oh, I'm liking this push. Just straight through. It's no heavy coordination, no collapsing from both sides. Just a strong blitzkrieg straight through the middle. Nice, actually, nice use of the sparks as well to keep everyone alive.
Eron was back up, but it was almost the Ord that took him down. He's back on the wall. Everyone knows he's there. His turret's down, but it's not going to be doing any good. Eron just ran out of teammates. Oh.
And
yeah, I thought it was
wrong
good.
play, though. Yeah, I was surprised that Eron was brought back up at all. It looked like everybody was there to gun him down and give him, but no, I mean, that's what Sparks is for.
Frozzy's not going to give up on his position on the balcony. He's gone straight back there again. On the horseshoe. I need to learn that name change. It's the horseshoe now.
What's the horseshoe?
Where Froz is.
Okay, sure. Yeah, okay.
Because everyone used to call this balcony, we used to call the other one balcony where the hotel room was, and it got a little bit confusing.
I'm actually watching Wrath right now. I feel like Sparks play can be some of the most electric play in Dirty Bomb, so...
I'm so proud of you.
That was a Jahar joke.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. But no, I really like watching Sparks, so yeah.
Wrath has been
only
an
just
excellent
got it.
Sparks.
I only just got that.
That's okay.
Heyo.
But no, you're absolutely right. I mean,
chat.
Wrath has been the one who's been really consistent on Sparks. I mean, so far in a lot of these cups, we've seen a player go Sparks, you know, kind of based on the context, based on the situation, but Wrath has gotten so much mileage out of Sparks that he's been playing her pretty much every map that we've seen him on, every side as well.
Yeah, every single time.
We've got a bit of a Merc change up here, though. We've got Panda now on Fletcher. Eron, is he still on that Bushwhacker? No, he's actually switched over to Skyhammer. We could see a bit of an airstrike play coming here, just to try to clear the courtyard and maybe go for a push on, what, the forward spawn? Maybe?
I think the forward spawn will be a really good target right now. They've tried for a full 5 minutes to actually just push past and go for the plant. I think they've been avoiding the forward spawn because of Froz's position, but if they can actually just take the time and actually get a pick onto Froz and then focus on that forward spawn, they've got Waters' grenade to contest with, but if they manage to actually take the forward spawn, then they're going to be in a much greater position to be able to finish off this objective.
Oh, that nade, though. Whew. Oh, but no Gibbs coming out of that, so it looks like Eron's back up, but not for long. He's going to be brought back up again. We're seeing a lot of just really short paddle work coming out of Chillax here. He's got the time to kind of hold it down a little bit longer because Eron really needs the help coming in, and it looks like he's going to be back up once again. Third, fourth time, but he's finally gibbed. And this is looking a little bit like deja vu. Chillax has been in this position where he tries to keep bringing up Eron with very little amounts of health. I mean, I'm sure he has like the get up perk, but it just isn't enough to push through luggage.
No, I personally feel like the timing as well and trying to push down. They did that on 7 seconds. It was short sponge, so really any kills that they got during that push were going to be like negligible at best because the defenders are going to be straight back up. They really need to just like work on getting these long spawns.
Wow.
What a brilliant combo from Froz and Waters there.
Man, v56 ramming their head into a brick wall right now.
Oh, wow.
How demoralizing is it to just see kill after kill go to defense?
How demoralizing is it to see a plant on the generator?
Ooh, ouch. Not like you really need that generator. You can just hop up on
No,
the car
but
if you know
it's
know how to do that trick jump.
It's the
but
principle of the matter.
Yeah, I agree. You're right.
The one thing I would say though is when you see the defenders start going for the generator, you need to question: are they getting a little bit overconfident now, and is that going to be their downfall?
Oh,
you never know.
Speaking about overconfident, look at Krine's position, flanking all the way around up onto the bridge pipe thingy. Wow.
Love your call outs.
That's
I like
ballsy.
that name.
That is
that name,
ballsy.
that, beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
But yeah, I agree. I mean, with maybe 90% accuracy, every time we see the defensive line move this far up, without even really being overconfident, just someone's able to get through. And we've seen Iran be able to get through much, much tighter defenses than this. So the line being diluted like this, I almost want to say that Iran, I mean, he's on Skyhammer right now, but nobody's on Engineer, actually. But I really want to see him maybe go back to Bushwhacker and maybe see if he can sneak through. Now, granted, this is Terminal. It's a little bit harder to sneak through. You can maybe get up through the hotel if nobody's up there, if they're all moved up forward enough. But it's going to be real tough.
Now it's a 4-1 split. 4 up onto the balcony, 1 straight through the middle. But might get caught on a long spawn here. There's 2 caught on long spawns. Heinously long. 20-second spawns there. So back to the drawing board once again is v56. Was not expecting to see anything like this. This just feels so one-sided right now.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. They need to deal with Froz, and until they deal with Froz, it's going to continue to happen. The amount of pick damage he's doing 40 damage at long range on a chest shot. He's doing nearly a full 80 on a headshot. The numbers aren't accurate, but it's close. And yeah, like, you can't go into a fight with half health. You need to be able to take out that red eye as soon as possible. And maybe they're going to get into yellow right now. It looks like they are. But Froz is probably just going to drop down one of the 2 sides and actually cause a lot of damage.
Yeah, the very first time I played against a red eye on Terminal, I knew that as soon as some of the weapon kinks were kind of ironed out, that he was going to be a very, very strong merc to have here on defending side. Now, I did say before that he's also very strong here on the attacking side, and I don't think nobody really is rolling with red eye here. But if you can get some aggression on the balcony, and especially in the hotel room, and attacking red eye can go so far.
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. And I think that'd be a really good call right now. Maybe even pulling out a Vasilio or something with... actually, if we look at the attacking team, they have got a Vasilio on Anger. I mean, it would mean sacrificing that Fragger. It's just, will they pull it out?
Oh man, it was a 5-on-3. But just even with Chillax getting 2 early picks for his team, still no dice. They weren't even able to get any progress on the forward spawn or anything like that. But look at Iran, once again taking the position of a sneaky flanker. He could almost go for a plant under everyone's noses. That might be exactly what he's waiting to do. No one knows he's there. When will he pop out?
Breathe.
Let's
Inhale,
watch.
Exhale.
Yes.
This is really my territory. Oh, he's been caught. He's able to take down Sawbones though, and he's like, oh, might as well go for it now. But there's Red Eye once again to take him down. I like this though. Chillax is switching over to to Kira.
Oh god, Wrath now. Long spawn.
I love this exchange. Iran goes, what the hell, cried? He says you were missing for a long time, so you had to be at the ball. Nice.
Wow, that's good communication if they noticed that, to be honest.
Where's Iran? I don't know. Go check the wall.
We're seeing some of the voice comm spam, GG, coming out, so it looks like the attacking team are getting very frustrated right now with their current predicament. There's only 4 minutes left. It is still enough time to complete this map. It's looking more and more unlikely, spawn by spawn, and again, they've still not been able to deal with Froz. Froz is just getting so much damage down.
So you've been talking about Froz and how important it is to take him down for the attackers to progress. How would you suggest they do it?
Honestly, right now, like, he's playing the same position every time. He's on Horseshoe, so you either need to take a red eye yourself, maybe a sniper, throw up some grenades, or anything. You just need to put something down. Like, even if you just start spamming artillery strikes in that area, sure, you won't be able to get him, but just enough of a distraction to make him move away, and then make him move off that. It's either take down Froz or take down 3 of the rest of the defenders to actually make a move. But like you can see in the smoke, they've actually switched out to a facility right now, I believe. They have got Panda on the facility to try and make it work, but the smoke just blocked him out this time, and such a frustrating position.
Iran is still somehow alive. Oh, long spawn. Okay, good.
Whew. I mean, really, it's just the coordination between Froz on that red eye and Waters on the Fragger. I mean, the Red Eye's really been doing an excellent job of just corralling everybody into these really awkward positions where Waters can just take them down fairly easily.
Yeah. Well, what I will say is, where Froz is now shooting onto the balcony rushes, you are able to shoot at him from the window. So, like, the idea is that you properly time it together. So you're like, right, we're going to push on the balcony now, so he gets kind of his attention taken, then just spam at him from the window, or vice versa. And I think that may be your only chance to get past this, because, like I said, like, so much damage is coming out, and it's so disheartening to play against a good Red Eye or a good sniper on this map at the moment. You could say it's maybe a flaw with Terminal, but that position is just so strong, and until we actually have a Merc which can deal with this without it requiring a 1 versus 1, which it effectively does right now, I think it's going to remain being very strong.
Can Artie shells attack Horseshoe much? I know it's undercover, but can you sneak one in there?
Technically you can. I don't think many teams know about it. I suppose it's almost an exploit. If you hit the artillery strike on the top corner, it actually lands inside, but it's going through, so it's technically an exploit in my eyes.
I think that's a fair exploit. I think that's fine.
As long as it breaks the defense, man. This is the curse of Terminal. Jahar might say he likes this map, but
I do.
This is not the first time we've seen a full hold on the first objective. And it won't be the last unless there's some substantial changes.
Well, things were pretty even-handed until, you know, Red Eye came along.
Well,
Because I mean, just looking at his angle. I mean, you've got 3 angles, and he can see pretty much all 3 of them from his scope, and he can just cover them so much more quickly than Vasily can.
Yeah, and we've also got to admit, like, we've also seen the American teams, especially, like, really using this Rhino play on the balcony, which is proving to be very strong. We've actually not seen a team in a competitive match run the Rhino on this map and lose yet. Like, that's how strong it's showing itself to be right now. And now we're seeing the Red Eye position as well being really strong. So I do think there are a couple of defensive issues on this map, but we'll soon see. We may see pdG break through this in a really short amount of time, because it's, I mean, there is the overtime mechanic, but I mean, to get back into positions now 10 seconds long spawn, there is virtually no chance that v56 are going to be able to do this first objective.
I'd like to see the overtime, though. Come on, boys.
It's not going to happen.
It's going to take them 24 seconds to reach there, so it's literally they've got 1 second to start the plant. And that's if everything's perfectly. Nope, someone failed to jump. It's not possible.
Iran got distracted, too.
Oh, but yeah,
wow.
Full hold on Terminal. We're starting to get a bit used to these now, aren't we, guys?
Yeah, we really are. And I know Splash Damage watches these tournaments, so maybe we'll see some kind of tweak come into a future patch. I don't really know what needs to be tweaked. I mean, is it that sniper spot, which is really the reason this is so tough? I feel like we've seen plenty of teams hold other, you know, played well on defense even without someone in that sniper spot every time. So I don't think that's the entire story here. I think it's just a really difficult map to attack on in a lot of ways.
Well, without getting into map design ethics or anything, I would say that this, the forward spawn and the first objective, they all kind of compact onto one point, right? Like, the defenders can all stand in any position and still see all 3 of the entrances from where they are stood. And I think that's probably one of the reasons for that happening now. But then again, teams are about to swap. We've got v56 on defense, we've got pdG on the attack, and we're actually going to see that Red Eye on the attack now. So let's see how this affects play. Looking at the defenders line up, I'm actually going to say I'm a little bit concerned. We're not seeing anything which is going to really do a solid hold when it comes to, like, the Rhino play or a sniper play. So let's just hope that they can get the kills out here.
Yeah, this is literally the most vanilla lineup you can ever see.
Really
it doesn't get more standard. That's a good way to put it, I think. And look at this. I feel like already pdG are putting together a better fight. It's a 4-on-2 now as they continue to push forward. Anger is
That's
alone
fair to say. I
in
mean,
the
they've already got a plant, so.
Yeah, plant is down.
And there we go.
pdG almost humiliating v56 here.
It's this map. As I said, they might be able to get the defense, so we're actually going to see. We're just going to see some spamming down sticky mines onto that objective right now to try and stop anyone that's doing it. More nades coming in. It's a cluster, and the defuse comes out. Congratulations,
what?
5-6.
I don't even know how that body
Reviving
didn't get
room
gibbed. It was
ability.
like downed and then explosions on it, but somehow able to sneak in and get the revive. So
Yeah,
looks
so
like we're in
revive
for
room.
another full hold, boys.
Medics are magic.
I don't know.
No, I honestly don't think we are. Like I mentioned a minute ago, v56 are running a very vanilla setup, and I just don't think it's actually got the strength to hold off a really good team like pdG. I think that you definitely need to incorporate a little bit of cheese on your defensive terminal, and I'm sure we'll find out now. I'm actually going to spectate from Froz, who's actually not using the red eye anymore. He's gone to the engineer, but we'll just see if we can actually just do a straight out push. He's just going to spam out explosives. He's going for the shotgun, which is going to desecrate these players up close. He gets on towards the forward spawn. Does get gibbed out because of a slightly mistimed revive from Sparks.
This is a great objective to be using shotgun on as an engineer as well,
Yeah.
because your choke points are going to be luggage and the back hallway by the wall. All of them excellent places to throw down the pellets.
pdG really focusing on this forward spawn right now. They've understood like they're not going to get the attack every single time, so let's just try and get this. And Anger's forced to take down his teammates.
I don't. He didn't look too forced. He just looked like he was having fun. I don't care. Just blow them all
Oh,
up.
jumping in and getting the revive. So will they be able to get this forward spawn? Perhaps. No. Perhaps not.
Nope.
Ooh, nice Fletchinade coming through the window. I like it.
This
I
is
like it a lot.
unrelenting just aggression coming out from pdG right now. It's like there's not even been a second of downtime since the start of this round. Just constantly, as soon as they're up,
Holy crap!
straight
It's like,
back in.
it's like shooting
They got
fat
the
kids in the
forward.
barrel.
They got the forward
They
spawn.
got the forward.
They actually
will
got
be
it. Holy crap!
retaken. Yeah, they got the forward spawn. I think it's been retaken though.
Have switched out towards that red eye again. He's going to be able to set down a few players probably.
All right, they've got a couple kills off here. 2 Gibbs. All right, it looks like they might be able to get this wipe, so we're gonna have to see where they spawn up. Oh no, they
Perfectly
actually got the
timed
spawn
kill
back
out.
up though. Yeah, it was very close to a long spawn on Froz there. And he's actually going on attacking Red Eye. There's no engineer at this point, but it looks like Froz just wants to open the gates up first. Now, I would argue that on the attacking side, his actual, like, IR goggles, like, you know where the defending players are going to be. You know what those positions
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
But it's always good to look for those peak shots.
Nice try there by Krine. Staying, he was playing the role of Iran there for a second. Unfortunately, he got exposed a little too early. Will go down. Makes it a 3-2 with the defending advantage. So this push is done, most likely. It's still going though. Somehow, some way.
Just
What is
unrelenting
Waters
aggression.
doing? He's alive. How is he still alive?
so
Wow.
confused.
He just double tapped his
Why?
Sparks in the head as he turned the corner.
Why?
Poor Sparks. Oh, look at this. Krine has switched to Kira. That's
Yep.
kind of interesting. And again,
his
Krine
position.
playing the odd
Look at his
role
position.
here. Lasers!
Oh my god.
Fail! It was such
You're
a failure.
Oh man.
That's
I
disheartening.
liked the thought. The laser's just on the top of the building now.
I like how you can hide from an orbital laser by getting behind a crate. Takes line of sight.
Look at that smoke. That's an aggressive smoke onto the balcony, not to actually do anything other than blind the defenders which were up there. And I think that's a really smart play. It allowed them to try and focus on the forward spawn. It didn't work out, but there was 2 players out of the fight effectively because they couldn't see what was going on.
Sparks really needs to have her medical license revoked. So much malpractice. But we finally got, it looks like Kogel now on the Bushwhacker. They're going for that forward spawn once again. Of course, that's going to be a huge mosh pit. Really difficult to hold down for any real length of time. We got grenades and pretty much every sort of explosive coming their way. Were they able to get it, though? We don't really get much of an indication of who's got that spawn.
I would
Yeah.
have thought so. They was on there for a very long amount of time,
Yeah,
wasn't it, really?
yeah, they were.
I really like how much emphasis pdG are putting on that forward spawn. You take everything you can get here on terminal, and forward spawn is actually really important.
Yeah.
So yeah, good to see.
Well, I would say it's kind of on the same level as taking the doors in the first objective of Underground. where it can be useful on one side, but then it makes it really hard to defend once you've actually got the plant down.
And the plant
But here
is
we go.
down, by the way,
Yeah.
so...
Here we go. This could be it for pdG. Looking to tie this one up or not tie it up, but tie a bow on the match, I should say, and be done with it, 2-0. And they will do it if this plant goes off.
But I still got the Kira out. He's probably going to...
Oh, that's a
crap,
whole
the
bunch
kills
of
are coming
kills
away.
going straight towards the way of pdG.
got a
Not
laser
many
down.
gives, though. Still a chance here for v56, but nice bullets raining in from the mounted MG. And this is looking like it's going to be it.
Yep.
Yeah, pdG is going to take this one.
I don't think there's enough time to actually get the engineer down unless he jumps straight down on top of it. There we go. The GG has been called. And the laser just to...
Very nice.
Insult to
confirm.
injury. That's
There
it.
we go. pdG. 2 maps in a row. First map very close. Second map looking fairly dominant. But that said, it wasn't like it was an instant time on the attack either. So, well played to both teams. I'm sure we're going to see much more of v56 going forward. And pdG progressing on to the finals.
There you go. Congrats to pdG. We'll be moving on.